This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
Hey everybody, my name's Steve Morrow and welcome to More Please. Today we're going to check out a different type of food truck. Today we're going to check out a whole new world. We're going to check out Jimmy's Waffle World. Come on, let's go.
I'll tell you what I want, what I really want, yeah.
I'll tell you what I want, what I really want.
What I want is a little bit more.
A little bit more.
A little bit more.
Just a little bit more.
All right everybody, track down the owner Jimmy of Jimmy Waffle World. Now Jimmy, how did you get into the waffle world?
Yes, that's a good question. I've been in the culinary field for about 24 years now. I've worked as a personal chef for celebrities in California. I work in the Caribbean, I work in hotels, resorts, university. And in the pandemic, I decided I needed a break.
Okay.
Then I'm a workaholic, so I always worked all the time, and then what am I gonna do? And then I really came down to basics, and I want to be happy again. I want to see people. So I want to get out of the kitchen. First of all, I need a job that I'm going to be out of the kitchen. I'm be able to see what time it is of the day outside, to interact with customers. And so I knew that to start with. Then I said, well, what if I create something that makes me happy? What makes me happy, really? So I said, when I eat waffles, I'm really happy.
Who isn't? Yeah.
So that started there. And then I said, I had a friend who had already had food truck, and I'd worked with them for a while. And I said, well, maybe I could do this. Not my first business, but I was a bit hesitant to go back in business because, you know, of the crazy lifestyle it is. So I said, okay, I'm going to create waffles. And then I said, well, it cannot be just sweet waffles because everybody does sweet waffles.
Yes.
So I said, well, how about if I create something sweet and savory? Like I bring again, what are my favorite things that I like? What is the trends? You know, Mediterranean style, vegetables, Americanized classics like a club sandwich. How can I elevate that and make it something massive, interesting, appealing to people? So I said, okay, I'm gonna create that. And then in the pandemic, a little bit like in the 60s, there was a lot of protestation against vaccine. There was a lot of stuff going on. And I said, what is similar than the 60s? People wanted to be happy. People wanted to have peace, wanted to have a choice of what they decide and where to go.
Yeah.
I said, what if I create a spot where people come, they forget their worries just for a little bit. They feel like they're somewhere else. And of course, since we are in a country that has a winter, how about bring them in a tropical space? So again, I love flowers, and it really defines me as a person. I'm a colorful person. I said, oh, if people come, they feel somewhere else, they feel on vacation, and there's music playing like the 60s, like the Beach Boys and stuff. Like when time was fun, people wanted to be free and wanted to change the world in a way of of saying, you know? So I said, okay, what if I put the surf 60s, you know, a little bit, and I used to like surfing a lot before when I was a younger, which is not too long ago. So I said, okay, let's create a little safe heaven where people come, and then I'll create these waffles, and there's classic, and just revisit them a little bit and put my special touch to it. And that's how it started.
And here we are at Jimmy's Waffle World, not just a waffle truck, but Waffle World. And you've literally created all of that in here. You've got your flowers, you've got your surfboards, you've got the music playing in the back. There's even a fun little place for the kids to take a picture. I think you've done really awesome so far. Let's go check out what the food is like now.
Yes, for sure.
All right, let's go.
Okay, let's go. Let's waffle you up, guys.
Play 4 games of bingo from the comfort of your own home each Monday at 7 p.m. for your chance to win money from our $2,000 regular bingo or $5,000 super bingo night. Kiwanis TV Bingo, Mondays at 7 p.m. on Rogers TV.
Hey everybody, my name is Karen. I'm here with my best friends Shane and Monique. Join us on Rogers TV for Fitness Faction. Every week, we're going to take you through a full body workout. We've got strength training, we've got cardio, we've got HIIT. Ladies, let's get back into it.
I think we've got 10 more skaters. Let's go.
This is a perfectly healthy child. What's unhealthy are birth alerts, a racist practice that may stop this Indigenous mother from going home with her newborn. Become an ally. Rise above racism in healthcare.
Bum, 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 bum. 20 bucks. 20 bucks. We're on the line for 20 bucks.
All right, everybody, we're now in the kitchen with Chef Jimmy, and he's. What are you making for us, Chef Jimmy?
So today, what we're going to demonstrate is the waffle batter.
Okay.
That's the basic of our operation here, since we specialize in waffles. And Sermon, which is my sous chef here, is going to mix all the ingredients so you get a little bit of a feel at home how to do it.
Okay, so let me ask. So all of your waffle batter is made in-house. It's not from a box. It's not from, you literally make it from scratch.
We make in-house. We make in-house, and and then you will see all the ingredients. So we have one mix that is made and one that we're going to
make now. Okay, perfect. Well, I'm excited.
So,
let's get in here.
We got all of our liquids separately. We import our vanilla from Mexico.
Wow,
so
that's
and
fantastic.
It's pure vanilla. It's not an extract.
Okay.
So here we've put the extract with the oil. And then we can put the oil inside the sermon, and we have our eggs as well, fresh eggs. Sometimes we use our hand blender or immersion blender, so it's a bit loud for the camera. We're going to do it by hand.
And this is what kind of flour? Just straight up normal
we have
baking?
Pastry flour, baking flour, and we have baking soda, baking powder, and we use a mixture of buttermilk powder.
Oh, okay, so it's got a little bit of everything in it.
Yes. But the main ingredient in all of our waffle is love.
Love, okay, fair enough. And you can't find that anywhere.
Well, you can find it, but maybe not the quantity that we put in. That's the idea. The number one thing important, of course, the batter. Number two thing, the second important, or if not the first one, is the waffle maker. We used a lot of different makers and we had a lot of issues.
Okay.
Now this one is a typical Brussels. That's the typical waffle we make here, the Brussels. People say, is it the sweet one? Is there sugar pearls? No, that's the Liège waffle.
Oh, okay.
The Brussels waffle, why we're using it? Because it's a bit easier to make. It doesn't leave that much residue in the waffle maker, because in the waffle maker with the Liège you have sugar pearls, so it makes caramel.
So the sugar burns onto the waffle maker, then it's a harder process to clean, so this is easier.
Absolutely, and you have to understand that also it's too sweet. For us, it was important to get a batter and get a waffle maker that we can have a versatile batter that we can make sweet and savory waffles. That was the idea. I want to create sandwiches, I wanted to create novelty. I didn't create all the savory stuff in Ottawa, that's for sure. Chicken and waffle have been around forever. But I did bring novelty because I wanted to create a sandwich with it.
Yes.
I wanted to get my background of a chef and give it some personality. That was the idea of my thing.
Yeah, I honestly don't think I've ever had a waffle sandwich before, which I'm excited to see how this works out.
Yeah, the idea was to take some classics and elevate them.
Okay.
You know, people to come here. As you saw a little bit, the concept was for them to be hungry before they get in the truck, to see, oh, look at the nice color flowers. Look, oh, they're using the real herbs here. They're using some vegetable here, and that was the idea from the beginning.
Nice.
To get them to first eat with their eyes.
Yes.
And if I could only do that, I would be very skinny.
Yeah.
And second of all, really have a different a voyage of flavors when they eat and textures.
Yes.
Because that's what stimulates your palate, the textures. If you just eat something and it's good and it's bland, no, you want some crispiness. You want some salty. I always say saltiness, my French, and I'm a French guy. Also, different kinds of your palette that you can explore as well, and that's what we do here.
Yeah, and I can actually smell the waffle right now.
Smells good,
It smells really good, and it doesn't smell sweet. Like, it doesn't have that that sickly sweet smell. It smells actually very pleasant.
But do you smell the vanilla?
Oh, I do smell it. It's you can tell.
And you can see it's not an extract. You can see it's a pure vanilla.
Yeah, and you can smell it too.
Yeah,
right? And
absolutely.
Of course, if you can
It's not
smell
my
it,
cologne,
you'll also be able to.
It's not my cologne.
Vanilla. That's always a good cologne. You can try that. And how long do you cook that for?
Usually 2 to 3 minutes, right, Simon?
Usually, yeah, 3 minutes, yeah.
I call her Tinkerbell because she fixes everything.
Nice.
She just has the touch for everything, making everything beautiful, and that's why I asked her to join my team. Yeah.
Nice.
So what's important too with the waffle maker is it always leaks a little bit on the outside.
Yeah.
And you have to remove all the outside before it sticks, you know? See, it makes it.
Okay.
And the particularities of this waffle is when it comes out, it's nice and crispy, and it stays crispy.
Are you making another one? I want to see like that.
Yeah.
Get that a close up of that bubbling and.
The sound of it.
I like that. And you just push it around to fill in all the spots, and then.
Yes. And you see, already it starts to bubble.
It starts to bubble, yeah.
Yeah. If it doesn't bubble, your waffle iron is not hot enough.
Fair enough.
And as you see, ours is rectangular. I wanted the European feel of it because everybody does the same thing, is the round circular one, and they use their mix from the same company that everybody gets. I want to create my own
something
thing.
different. Now, I do have a question.
Yes.
Why do you put the batter in it and then flip it instead of letting it cook on the one side?
Because it's a flip one. So there's elements on both sides.
Yeah.
And then the pressure compacts it and keeps it to be crisp.
So by flipping it to this side, it kind of like shifts it a little to let it cook.
The weight, and you can see, it's still crispy here.
Yeah.
See?
Oh, that's neat.
And you can hear it.
Yeah. So you get a crispy
It's a sexy
waffle.
noise.
It's a sexy noise, yeah.
You smell it, you hear it. That's what it's about cooking. You see things differently, you touch things differently, you taste things differently, you hear them differently. That's the idea, to use all of your senses.
We're going to take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to see what a berry waffle looks like from Jimmy's Waffle World.
Meanwhile, it will give us time to harvest the fresh flower and the mint from our little garden here.
Oh, perfect. All right. Well, let's get on to it.
Every year, dozens of Canadians are killed or seriously injured because they take risks around railway tracks. Talk to your loved ones about rail safety. Visit stoptracktragedies.ca.
Do you worry about how much someone drinks?
Do you feel angry or depressed most of the time? Do you feel neglected or unloved?
Do you feel that if the drinker loved you, she or he would stop drinking?
If you answered yes to any of these questions, you are not alone.
Not everyone trapped by alcohol is an alcoholic.
Families and friends are suffering too. Al-Anon and Alateen can help. Call 1-866-200-0223 or visit alanon.org/help.
The heart of the octagon has descended upon Boston.
All right, Jimmy, we're here now. You said a very berry waffle, which even the name itself sounds amazing.
Yeah.
And it sounds really sweet. What goes into a very berry waffle? Like, I notice you have a tray of stuff here. What is that?
Yeah, so first, it's not too sweet because we are sweet enough here.
Oh,
so
okay.
what we do is we call it very berry because there's a lot of different berries inside.
Okay.
It's a beautiful seasonal, and it's very popular right now, of course, because we're the summer. So we start with the Brussels style waffle. Sherman's going to demonstrate. We use the fresh cream, chantilly cream on the top that you can start, sweetie. And then what we're going to do, she's making a little design, putting her special touch to it.
Okay.
And then we're going to put our fresh berries on the top.
And that's a lot of cream.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, we don't skimp on things here.
Okay, and then on top of that, you're
going to put blueberries.
Okay, and those are fresh blueberries.
Yeah, everything is fresh.
Right?
We don't use any fresh. These are the raspberries. As you can see, they're nice. These one are heirloom raspberries, limited edition actually. Okay, some strawberries and some blackberries.
And blackberries too. You don't see that too often with the blackberries.
I wanted people to taste really the freshness, like they would eat some fresh fruit. But at the same time, the cream, it's very decadent and it's very, it brings you back to childhood. And that's what is the idea. When I create this whole concept of my business here, what made me happy? When I ate, I always say at the table, we do not age. Whatever age you are, you try something and then it brings you back to childhood. You're a child again.
Every time.
Yes.
And I mean, berries and cream are good on its own, and now we're going to add a delicious waffle into this as well.
Exactly. Then what we'd like to do, we put a little bit of a sauce on top again to make it all come together. We have a strawberry sauce, there you go. And at the same time, it holds the berry because a lot of people, they like to have a special treat for them, so they like to eat in their car. They want to bring it at home.
Yeah.
We've harvested some fresh flowers here.
So when you say harvest, what do you mean by that?
I went and picked them up fresh.
So you grow your own flowers here?
Yes, we do.
Your edible flowers to put on your meals.
And
this is fresh mint that you've grown here in that is fantastic.
Yes, while we can, in the seasonal, of course.
And you can eat these?
All are edible, yes.
Okay. And what did you sprinkle on top so everybody knows?
Some snow, because we know even if it's warm in the summer, people miss the snow.
We don't allow swearing in July, okay? So no S words here. So that looks like a nice heavy dose of icing sugar.
Yes.
Is that right? So
and still not too sweet.
And not too. This is amazing, and that's got some good weight too. And
yes.
Oh, you really smell the strawberries and the berries.
It's important for us that the customer has a good value for what they pay here.
Okay, that's awesome. So we're going to put this aside. I can't wait to taste test this one. And then we're going to move on to something else.
Yes, absolutely. Since I'm a kid, I always loved club sandwiches.
Well, who doesn't?
Yeah. And then I said, well, when I had the idea, I said, how could I elevate that and create something different? So I said, okay, basically, what we're going to do is we'll need to fry some fresh chicken.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what we use. Again, we always use a halal chicken here.
Okay.
And then what we do, we dredge it, and then we fry them, and then we put it in. We didn't want to use breast of chicken. We wanted some fat. We wanted some flavor. We wanted something close to the bone. So we have chicken thighs that we pre-marinated with our mixture of spices, and my dredge is always gluten-free.
Okay.
Always. So my fried chicken is dairy-free, gluten-free, and soy-free.
So, and that's all your chicken that's here?
All was my chicken.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah. I know a lot of people who will be here.
We do a lot of our ingredients here on the menu, items that are gluten-free, actually.
Okay, and what is this that you're rolling that in?
Well,
without trade secrets?
I cannot tell you all my secrets, but I can tell you again a fair amount of goodness in there. We use, of course, a gluten-free base. We use a little bit of corn and special spices, of course.
Special sauces, that's right.
And
spices.
Of course, my main ingredient again, the touch of love inside.
The touch of love and everything, that's right.
And you probably can see it too. This is a gluten-free.
Oh, it even says it right on it. So nothing
fryer,
goes,
yes.
so nothing with wheat, nothing with...
Nothing. It's the same thing with all my corn dogs that we have here, are always dairy-free, gluten-free.
Okay.
And egg-free, my chicken as well. And we also have gluten-free waffles that we make that are dairy-free, gluten-free, and egg-free. So basically, we're vegan.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
It started by the request at the beginning, and then it really snowball effect. And today, I could say 60% of my business is gluten-free or celiac.
Yeah. Oh, that's fantastic. Well, and it's an underserved market, right? That's why you're doing very well, because you're willing to step out of that zone.
We have to adjust, and we have to the demand.
Yeah.
And for us, we feel very flattered that people trust us.
Yes.
Because that's the main thing. People need to trust you.
Yeah, because some places might have gluten-free, but they don't have the dedicated fryer, where you've actually got that set up, which is awesome.
And it's good because Sermon and I have worked together in the past, and both of them have been trained for a dietary stereo restriction program.
Okay. And how long do you let this cook for?
Usually it's about 2 to 3 minutes. It cooks pretty fast because there's no bones, right?
Yes.
Yeah. As you can see, usually when it starts to be nice and golden on the outside,
you're good to go.
It's an indication that it's pretty ready. We're going to take a little quick temperature check here.
Okay. Now, I've seen you do that several times. Every time you come to the fryer, you temperature check.
I do.
Which a lot of places just assume it's cooked. You actually take the time to make sure it's cooked. 78, 83.
Yeah. We're good to go. Voila.
Okay, so I'm going to move back over here behind you. So this is your club on waffles, and now you've got your lettuce, your tomato, your bacon, and your in-house chicken.
Yes.
This is awesome.
And I don't know if you can smell it, but you smell the spices.
I can smell it from here, and this is, like, look at how tender and juicy that is. That's a lot of chicken you're putting on that.
Yeah. Again, it's important that the value that the customer gets is important for us.
And then you flip it over. So big waffle piece. That is one monster sandwich.
That is not a sandwich for the week.
That is fantastic. Oh, that's like that's a meal for me right there easily.
Exactly.
Wow.
What's important, I don't know if you see, but you can see inside how thick it is.
That's a two-hander.
See? And look, it's decadent, it's juicy, it's crispy with the lettuce. You know, you have the flavor, sweet, savory. And
that is awesome. I'm going to squeeze by you here, watch your back. And I'm going to, that's literally a 3-pound sandwich. That is fantastic. And oh, it smells of chicken is amazing. I can't wait to dig into that. Okay, so we're going to put that aside on the table for sampling later.
Yes.
And we're going to move on to something else. We'll just take a quick little break and we'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm Wendell Clark with a word about winning. We all know it takes a team effort in any sport and with any challenge. You can be a part of the winning team that shuts out impaired driving. Whether you're out on the town or just hanging out with friends, drink responsibly. Always have a plan for a safe ride home for yourself, your family, and your friends. You'll be helping to shut out impaired driving.
Visit ArriveAlive.org to find out more. Arrive Alive. Drive sober.
Hi, can I take your order? Hello?
Oh, hey. Wait, what was the question?
Let me guess. One driving high combo, extra baked?
No. Could I get a burger with a side of fries?
Think you're a better driver when you're high? Think again. Smoking weed affects reaction time and concentration. A message from Mad Canada.
I'm Julian Armour from Music and Beyond. Join us for a new show this spring on Rogers called Music and Beyond Presents.
So, Jimmy, we are doing something a little different because before you were making a Belgian waffle sandwich. Now, what are you making with this?
Again, so this is the bubble waffle, or commonly called the Hong Kong waffle.
Okay.
Even Sermon used to have one back home. She used to eat it it was street food.
Oh,
so
okay.
Why is it different? Not in the batter. We use the same batter pretty much.
Okay.
It's just a different iron. So then what we do, we pour the same way, just a different time of cooking.
Mm-hmm.
And why is it the texture is different? It's because you have these little hair pockets, and one makes it special, and it's spongy on your palate.
Okay.
Again, the other one is crispy and a bit chewy. This one is a bit more spongy.
Oh, okay. Interesting. So it'll give you a different sensation when you're eating. And what's this that you're putting on first?
We are gonna spread it with spicy hummus, which is our grilled vegetable sandwich.
Okay,
here.
perfect.
The idea behind this sandwich was I wanted to create a vegetarian, gluten-free, and somewhat vegan sandwich with some protein inside.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to, if a family of 5 came to the food truck and I had a vegan or somebody who has gluten intolerance,
then there's something for them, as you know, instead of your typical
Yes.
let's just get a salad because that's all that's available.
Yes.
You've actually went a step further and created a menu item for that.
And because, you know, wraps are pretty popular. This is somewhat of a wrap, if you think about it. So she's going to put some lettuce for the crunchiness. And then we put sliced tomatoes.
Okay, and what's this going on?
We grilled some zucchinis.
Grilled zucchini?
Yeah,
okay.
grilled
and
zucchini.
I noticed there's speckles on that, a spice of some sort, or?
Yeah, yes. We always put a little bit of, sometimes rosemary, sometimes I always put some fresh basil that I harvested earlier as well. We have eggplant here.
Okay, and that's what's going on is a little eggplant?
Yeah,
and then
eggplant
peppers?
and roasted bell peppers.
Roasted bell peppers.
They're very smoky, you will see.
That is.
Okay, and garlic. Don't forget the garlic. The
And
flavor is
garlic.
there. Okay, and then we're gonna put some basil inside, the fresh basil.
And that's the fresh basil.
Yes.
And
when they bite in it, they really have the crunch of it. And of course, I used to work in an Italian restaurant years ago and we had grilled vegetable salad.
Okay.
So and then we put extra virgin olive oil on the top.
Oh wow.
Yes. And then we fold it, and it holds good. If you can eat it now, you can eat it a bit later, and look how sexy it is, you know?
That is fantastic. I've never seen this. And again, that's a hefty sandwich. That is not just
a good value again.
Well, and you're not using traditional bread. You're not using a wrap. You actually make it in-house.
Absolutely. There you go.
Oh, and
you
the
can
oil
smell
and the
flavor.
basil and even the eggplant.
You almost feel like you're in Europe, close to the Mediterranean Sea, but you're actually in Ottawa.
I feel healthier just holding it.
But there you go.
All right, well, I can't wait to get this on the table. We're gonna have a taste test on this one, and thank you, Sermon, and thank you, Jimmy. Let's head out and do some taste testing.
Thank you. A waffle lot.
A waffle lot. All right, Jimmy, this is every episode, my favorite part is the taste test, because as everybody knows, I love food. This looks amazing. But before we get into that, what is this that you brought me? Now,
so this one is one of our mocktails, you know. Since we don't sell alcohol, you know. We have passion fruit. We have sparkling water, fresh mint again from our garden, and we really crush them in so you can taste it as well. And there's a little lemon. We put fresh lemon juice, and simple syrup a little bit. Yeah.
This is amazing, and it's very light.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, it goes with the concept.
And you have different versions of that, and of course the fresh herbs that are in there.
Yeah, I have the hibiscus and lime iced tea as well.
That is awesome. Okay, so recap really quick. We have a waffle club with the in-house gluten-free. So this is gluten-free?
This one is not gluten-free, but we made the gluten-free version.
So perfect. So you do make a gluten-free version of this, and then you make the non-gluten-free, which is this one here, and then
extra
your
gluten.
Chicken is extra gluten for me. Awesome. This is your very berry waffle with the cream. Amazing. And this is the one I'm really excited to try. This is your bubble waffle vegetarian with it's literally dripping everywhere. Look at the size of that. Look at the color.
You see here the air bubbles, and the same here. You see the little air bubbles inside of the
that
waffle.
are showing up. Yeah, you can actually
that
squeeze
means
them.
it's very spongy.
And did you come up with this recipe?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing. And that little bit of oil, and you really taste the fresh basil.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm not sharing this one at all. I'm eating the whole thing. So we're gonna wrap this up. Jimmy, shake your hand, but we'll do fist bumps because I'm really dirty here.
Thank you, a waffle lot.
Yeah, waffle lot. I love that. Yeah. We're gonna have that on film too because that was amazing. Everybody, my name's Steve Morrow, and thanks for watching more, please. And tune in next week for some more awesomeness. And in the meantime, I'll be having some awesome waffles. Oh, spicy hummus is a nice touch on that.
Yes. Again, we're not skimpy. Everything you have, you got a good value.
Falling apart. This is a 3-pound sandwich. I'm going to keep eating this one.
Call the Rogers TV viewer response line, email us, or connect with us on social media.
Hello, I'm Jim Deeks, host of Canada Files. I hope you'll join me each week for interesting and informative discussions with some of Canada's most impressive people.
Today, I helped a parent feed their family by connecting them to a food program.
Today, I helped someone connect with mental health supports.
Today, I helped a couple struggling to pay their bills access financial aid.
Every day, 211 navigators connect Canadians to critical government and community programs and services.